The resource center that is facing a lack of funding is the Jasper Place Wellness Center, JPWC, a registered charity that has been serving the homeless and poverty-stricken residents of West Edmonton since 2006. The JPWC provides essential resources and support to unhoused Edmontonians and those at risk of losing their housing, such as food, clothing, hygiene items, laundry facilities, showers, computers, phones, mailboxes, referrals and advocacy. The reasons why the Resource Center is facing a lack of funding are manifold and complex, but some of the main factors are: government cuts. The JPWC relies on grants and contracts from various levels of government to operate its programs and services. However, in recent years, the Alberta government has reduced its funding for homelessness and addictions initiatives across the province. For example, the JPWC's emergency shelter contract with the City of Edmonton ended on May 29, 2023, leaving 150 beds without funding. Reduced donations. The JPWC also depends on donations from individuals, businesses and organizations to sustain its operations. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the economic downturn, many donors have been unable to contribute as much as before or have stopped donating altogether. This has resulted in a significant loss of revenue for the Resource Center. Increased demand. The JPWC has seen a surge in the number of people accessing its services and seeking shelter in the past year, as the pandemic and the recession have exacerbated the homelessness crisis in Edmonton. According to Homeward Trust Edmonton, a non-profit organization that coordinates homelessness initiatives in the city, more than 3,000 people in Edmonton were experiencing homelessness as of May 6, 2023, with about 1,300 of them sleeping in emergency shelters or outside every night. The JPWC has been struggling to meet the growing needs of its clients with limited resources and capacity. Operational costs. The JPWC has to cover the costs of running its facilities, paying its staff and volunteers, maintaining its equipment and vehicles, purchasing supplies and utilities, and complying with health and safety regulations. These costs have increased over time due to inflation, rising rents, higher utility bills, and additional expenses related to COVID-19 protocols and precautions. The JPWC has not been able to keep up with these rising costs with its dwindling funding sources. These are some of the reasons why the Resource Center is facing a lack of funding that is forcing it to close its doors after 16 years of serving the community. This closure will have a devastating impact on the lives of hundreds of homeless Edmontonians who rely on the Resource Center for their basic needs and dignity.